this product, and I will be able to see the latest situation, the latest values. So how we can build or specify even the update frequency of this web slice. So let's go to Visual Studio. This is the website you can find inside our DVD. All those files are already inside the DVD. So I will just start with the default ASP. So how we can build a web slice? Actually, this is not a rocket science. The only thing you need to do is just put some class definitions. So if you want to have a web slice, first of all, your web slice should have an element containing all the information. So this is here my web slice element. That's just an ordinary div, a division, an HTML division. This could be a table or whatever. That's not important. The HTML tag in here is not important. The important thing here is the class definition. A web slice should always have a class named slice. Okay, so this is strongly typed. You can't change it. Again, a web slice needs always a unique name. So this is the name that our Internet Explorer will be able to find the web slice in this website. So this is the website I am hosting a web slice. When people add this to their Internet Explorer, to their favorites bar, Internet Explorer will be coming to my website, will be pulling the data from this division, from this web slice, and if there is any difference between the old and the new version, the web slice will be bold and the user will be notified. And this is the unique name that IE will be able to find the same web slice on your web page, the same as the user has added to its favorites bar. So if you change this after users added your web slice, they will not be able to track the differences, the updates. Of course, inside this web slice we got different settings. First of all, the most important thing is to give a very noticeable title to this web slice. Like we saw on eBay, this is the title, New Microsoft Office. We need to have a title for our web slices as well. So let's say you just have an H1 tag like this in your website, and you want to make this the title of this web slice. The only thing you need to do is to give a class named entry title. That's it. Of course, you can use those CSS names for visual design as well, but Internet Explorer doesn't care about it. It just looks for the entry title class definition. This means for IE8 that the content of this element is the title of your web slice. So slice means this is a web slice, and entry title means this is the title of this web slice. So where is the content? So here it is. And to point the content element, we are using the entry content class. So just 3 names. If you want to have a web slice, you name your HTML tag, you give the class named slice, you give it a name, a unique name in your web page. You want to have a title, you just give the entry title class, and the content should have the entry content class. So normally this will be looking like this. Okay, let me change this a little bit. So let's say this is your website, this is your current website. The only thing you need to do to make this as a web slice is come in here, type this is a web slice, okay, and this will be the title, and this will be the content. That's it. And now we got our web slice. So let's launch this. Oops, Let's launch this in IE8 and see how it works. So when I hover my division, here I got my web slice green rectangle and the button. When I click the button, here comes the add a web slice window, and I can add it to my favorites bar. It will be refreshed soon. New product is here. When I click, here comes the product definition. I can refresh this. I can change the properties. I can change the suggested frequency, update frequency. Of course, those are all set things we can overwrite as a developer. So we will go into the details. So let's delete this web slice first of all, and go ahead into the details of what we can do. So this is an embedded web slice. All the content is inside my web page, the entry title is inside my web page, and each time, let's say my whole page is really big, and I got just 2 web slices inside my web page. Each time IE8 needs to check the content of a web slice, it will be downloading all the content of your web page, selecting the right web slice element, querying the name, getting the content, and see if there is any difference. So if you want to track which web slice is being followed by your users, or each web slice, how much my web slice has been shown, so you will need to pull this content data outside your web slice. There is different ways to do this. First of all, one way is, let me show you, one way is to put the entry content inside another web page. So here I have no entry content data in this web slice. Instead of that, I got a hyperlink with the entry content relative data, and this hyperlink points to another website. This website has all the information, has all the entry content for this web slice. So when I go to this one, this is just an ordinary website. You can put anything you want, and this is the only way you can provide ActiveX content inside web slices. So this is my web slice definitions, but when clients or users add this web slice, they will be pulling data, the content will be pulled from another URL. So let's see how it works again within browser. So this is again a product, but when I click on it, you see it's getting downloaded from the same URL. When I click and add it to my favorites bar and open, this is another URL, and you see it in here. Okay, that's the alternative display ASPX. That's not the alternative display underscore source ASPX. The content comes from another URL, and that's why IE8 shows the URL in here. Normally in our last example we didn't have such a URL displayed because the content and the place where I added my web slice was the same, but now I am adding a web slice from a different file, and the content comes from a different file. So this is why IE8 shows the URL in here. And this can be a way to track how many times the content of this web slice has been shown.